Okay, let's continue the SMS. So, subject number 2, why do we need SMS? Okay, let's start. So, after completion of this part, you should have a basic understanding of why is the ISM code mandatory and how a SMS can be used as a management tool for further improvement. Okay, so as you can see in the pie chart, that majority of the accident causes in the maritime sector are based from human errors. So 80% controlled by management and 20% controlled by the operator. So ang taas pala ng human errors na nagko-cause ng accident sa ating profession. And then 20% lang yung technical failures or yung mga problema natin sa makinarya, problema natin sa equipments. So 20% lang yun sa accident causes on board. So the causes of accidents are commonly grouped into first, technical failures, and number 2 or second is the human errors. So these immediate causes, however, are merely symptoms illustrating that something was wrong. They are seldom real causes. So admitting that about 80% of all accidents at sea can be referred back to human errors, it is only natural that the respective governments now focus on the causes for human errors. So SMS is a tool in order to prevent human errors as well as technical failures. So accident ratio study. So previous studies or research shows that for each serious or major injury, there are 10 minor injuries, 30 property damage accidents, and 600 near accidents. So is out of 1 serious or major injury, meron tayong 10 minor injury, 30 na property damage accidents, and around 600 incidents with no visible injury or damage. No damage to people, property, or environment. Near accidents or near miss lang. O near accidents. So muntik lang. Muntik. So the reduction of accidents through feedbacks of experiences. It has been proven that having a good system for collecting and analyzing information on minor injuries, property damage accidents, incidents with no visible injury or damage will improve the control of serious or major injuries, will reduce injuries, accidents, pollution, prevention. So SMS in shore-based industries. So safety and quality standards have been used within the shore-based industry for years with good results. To stay in business, it is a requirement that the company can prove that they have documented procedures and have been certified according to a recognized standard. So on the next video, we will show you example of certificates. So these are the example of a certificate. So this is Det Norske Veritas or DNV ISM certificate. So pag nakapasa ka, bibigyan ka ng DNV ng certificate. Okay. So makita mo dyan lahat. Okay, click lang natin. So meron tayong name of ship, type, owner, port of registry. Dito sa baba, meron tayong mga signature and some other information na kailangan. Okay, place, date, sign, DNV SMC auditor. So auditor, pag nakapasa na kayo, bibigyan kayo ng ISM certificate. So another one. Okay. So mandatory requirements. So serious disasters have frequently been followed by stricter rules and regulations made to prevent similar disasters in the future. So some accidents in particular have aroused public resentment as to the standards of safety in shipping. So historic review on safety. So ano yung mga nangyari noon na naging dahilan ng mga pagbago ng ating mga requirements or ng ating mga protocols or ng ating SMS manual. So first, Titanic. So dahil sa Titanic, nagkaroon tayo ngayon ng SOLAS or Safety of Life at Sea. So Titanic, alam niyo yung ano nangyari sa Titanic. So maraming namatay, pati si sino 'yun? Si kalimutan ko na. Sino yung bida doon? Okay? Next, yung Torrey Canyon. So you can search it in YouTube kung ano nangyari sa Torrey Canyon. So yung oil ito nagkaroon ito ng malaking oil spill. So yung langis kumalat sa dagat. So dahil dito nagkaroon tayo ng MARPOL or Maritime Pollution. Nagkaroon tayo ng STCW, International Convention on Standards of Training, Certification and Watchkeeping for Seafarers. So yun yung mga nadagdag na mga documents or ano ba tawag? Mga conventions, MARPOL Convention. So okay. Next is the Herald of Free Enterprise. Dahil sa nangyari sa Herald of Free Enterprise, nagkaroon tayo ng International Maritime Organization ngayon, IMO. And then, nung Exxon Valdez, oil spill na naman, nagkaroon tayo ng OPA 90 or Oil Pollution Act of 1990. Then, the Scandinavian Star. Dahil sa Scandinavian Star, nagkaroon tayo ng SMS or Safety Management System. And the Estonia. The new technical and stability requirements naman yung nabuo dahil sa nangyari sa Estonia. So IMO Safety Management System Requirements Development, IMO Article 647, Guidelines on Safety Management adopted on 19th October 1989. So maraming mga changes na nangyari din sa IMO. So safety management, so adopted 1989 then 1991. Then nagkaroon tayo ng ISM code for safe operation of ships and for pollution prevention on 1993. And then 1994 the ISM code is made mandatory in a new chapter 9 of SOLAS. Naging mandatory na yung ISM code noong 1994. Commercial requirements. Cargo owners, media, crew organizations, environmental protection organizations, insurance, and P&I club. So, marami ng requirements ngayon. Kung gusto mong bumili ng barko, marami ka ng commercial requirements na kailangan ipasa. Okay? Bago ka Okay, documented experience. Today's high turnover both on board the ships as well as on the office makes it necessary to document experience. It is to the shipping company's benefit that employees' experience with the documented system and its implementation is accumulated, evaluated, approved, relevant, and included in the manual. So, yung accumulated shipboard experience, pag may nangyari sa barko, gagawa nga agad ng revision request, and then for evaluation and approval, and then bago i-update natin yung manual ng ating SMS manual ng ating barko. For example, yung oiler natin is na-slide sa langis dun sa galley, for example. So may nangyari, ang gagawin ngayon is sinunod ba niya yung procedures. Ngayon may sinunod niya ang procedure pero na-slide pa rin siya doon sa langis. So anong gagawin? So yung procedure na yun kailangan may i-adjust ka o babaguhin. For example, lagyan na ng oil mat, oil resistant mat yung flooring, for example, and then yun yung parang additional mo sa procedures mo, and then pag okay na yun, ipapasa mo yun sa office. Ngayon yung office naman, i-check nila kung tama ba o kung okay ba yung ginagawa or yung mga adjustments. Kung okay ba, kung okay naman, and then yun, i-adjust nila or i-update nila yung manual system, and then ipapadala nila ulit yung updated manual system sa barko. Okay? So, just a simple example, pero maraming nangyayari sa barko na possible na mag-change sa manual system. So, questions? So that's it. So thank you.